The idea was born when I came to Portugal with Patrick Boltwood, a friend of mine for many years, and we hadn't seen each other for 35 years or something. We met in London, decided we wanted to come and see the school. So we came to the school and we met up with two other alumni, Juan Carlos and Raymond Horn. And we sort of, it was a nice get together, and why not have a get together again with a few other alumni?
I've been looking forward to this ever since it was mentioned to me that it was going to happen. And we planned a year ago when we heard about it to be here.
Somehow St. Julian's is very special, I think, to all of us. And it's always been a very happy school throughout the ages.
So this was a happy place for you?
Very happy.
Strange, because this is something where you were 60 years ago and you walk in and it all comes back.
We used to go off in the evenings in the May like this, all the way to the beach. We'd be out there swimming at this hour.
It was just so educational because we had so many different nationalities of people that, you know, I came out from the UK where I hadn't experienced anything like this, so for me it was absolutely fantastic.
The school's become much bigger, but on the other hand, we are much bigger. So, for example, the classrooms, you just think, did we sit there, all of us together in those classrooms?
The school was much smaller. It was 300 pupils. I came over by bicycle from Pereira every day, and things were pretty simple.
Back then it was basically the Palacio, a gravel football pitch down there, a few pine trees and stuff, and that was it. And we used to play marbles outside the toilets.
They used to give us in the school beetroot soup made with beetroot, and I hated that. And I hated it so much that I had to get a letter from my parents exempting me from eating that special beetroot soup. It must be some Portuguese specialty, but because other things were lovely. The marmelada, with bread. I remember that very Portuguese things were lovely, but the beetroot soup I hated.
We had a lot of fun. I didn't do an awful lot of work. I think it was too hot. I blame that.
Forbidden, the whole headmaster's garden, the balcony up there, forbidden, yeah. And it's nice that the previous headmaster, I think, and now the current headmaster have allowed this to be open to pupils and everybody, and to have evenings.
How does it feel for finally being able to walk this garden that was completely forbidden?
Yeah. Well, like anything else, you push and push and push, and suddenly you've got it,
We've all had a stolen kiss in this garden. So the bad thing is when you catch, now I'm older, I caught my niece kissing a boy here. And I went to the headmaster and I said, "You've got to stop this. My niece is in the garden kissing this boy." And he said, "What better use for my garden?"
I asked Kitty McLaughlin to go steady with me on the football field, and she said, "No, thank you."
Were there any boyfriend, girlfriends here or at the time?
I was hoping that this was the beginning of a beautiful relationship.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out, no.
Girlfriends at the time?
Yeah, I married one.
Oh, from here?
From here.
Oh, okay. So St. Julian's was more than just a school.
Oh, yeah, very special. There's another couple at our table, and they were also the single other couple who met here and got married.
Yes, we started to go out in our last year, so we had to have one eye on our exams that we had to take and the other eye on each other.
But you're still together. How is it?
1970, so it's 46 years now.
How is it like to come back here with with him or with her.
It is romantic to come back with
It is
you.
romantic, yes.
Yes.
After all these years, coming back here together to the place where you met.
Where we met, and of course the surrounding area. We used to, go to parties and things. So it's a largely coming home. Although we live in England, coming back to Cockburlish feels like coming home again.